Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
That's the end of the program. Box this lap so we can analyze the data. Box this lap.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Today's qualifying session is about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be. All set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three.
Hello, I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Anthony Davidson is here with me today. Together we'll be taking you through all the action of this Spanish Grand Prix. It can be hard for the cars to follow each other closely here due to the dirty air coming off the car in front, so perhaps we're looking at a more strategic Grand Prix out. What do you think on that?
I'm not too sure about that, Crofty. I mean, yes, as you say, it's hard to follow around here, but if you're brave on the brakes, you can get the job done down into turn 1, which is a medium-speed corner, so you have to be committed. And looking down at this grid today, I think we're going to see 1 or 2 drivers making a move from a long way back, maybe try to force their opponent into a mistake. I don't think this is a race that's going to be purely decided in the pit stops.
Okay, so you're lower on the grid than we wanted. Let's make the start count.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Nico Rosberg is on pole position today after coming out on top of a difficult qualifying, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen and Gutierrez, Perez, Sainz, Grosjean and Felipe Massa, Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Valtteri Bottas and Alonso, Palmer and a Red Bull, Kevin Magnussen and Jenson Button, Haryanto and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. gap to first place is 7.8 seconds. The gap to the car ahead is 0.5 seconds. Daniel in the pits now. Pit window is open. The pit window is open. The gap behind us is 0.7 seconds. See any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Is 8.1 seconds.
win then for the Maranello team. So here they come now, out onto the... And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
For me, the Red Bull driver was the class of the field today. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.